Happy Friday, everybody. It's Bernie coming to you from the den today with a special guest, Mr. Casey Quinn. There he is with the nice sweater on, Casey. He's fancy. But speaking of fancy, Casey, it looks to me like Apple's doing some stuff where they're trying to be a little bit more like Google Maps and like Waze and everything. So they just released an update where they're now going to include local guides as a part of it, so you can kind of navigate where you're going to and from. Tell people about it.
That's exactly right, Bernie. So what Apple is doing to Apple Maps is that they're adding guides now.
Okay.
So this means that when you're traveling along your route, you're going to be able to find new places to shop, new places to eat, new places to explore, right?
Yeah.
So we know that Apple Maps historically hasn't been the greatest. I
Who uses Apple
I know
Maps?
Personally, I'm a Google Map kind of guy.
Everybody I know uses Waze or Google Maps.
Yeah, and when I'm traveling on a long distance, I'll always hit Waze because I want to see those different spots along. And obviously, it's not a bad feature letting you know that you're approaching a cop with a speed trap.
I was going to say, you know
right?
why else you use Waze is because it tells you about cops.
Yep.
And different things that people are, don't want to get pulled over for. I'm not saying out there, go drive like a maniac, but it's nice sometimes you're running about 5 minutes late, you're doing 5 miles over, you want to find out if there's anything obstructing your path up ahead.
Hey, Hosea! Away!
For sure, and now Apple's joining that party with Waze and Google Maps, and they're actually adding a couple new features in addition to guides. Mm-hmm. So real-time transit information.
So if I'm on the train or whatever,
taking the bus, taking the train, you're going to get real-time updates.
Okay. Any
stoppages, outages, you can actually track the train or bus live time.
Nice.
So you don't ever have to worry about missing that bus ever again. And like we said, real-time transit info, helpful heads-ups, meaning that stoplight cameras,
that's huge.
Speed cameras, things like that. You're going to get notified all about that, so you can pump the brakes a little bit. You're
so
not
they're just
going to
be all over
ticket.
Philadelphia.
For sure.
Every stop on the boulevard.
Another cool feature is that they're adding a feature for electric cars, so that you can plan your route around your electric vehicle, so that you can charge it, take the most fuel-efficient route. Well, rather electrical-efficient
pull over,
route.
plug up, avoid the cop up ahead. Pull over, plug up, grab some coffee from Casey's list of places on Apple Maps or whatever. Right?
For sure. And that's great because not only are these going to be popping up, these guides, as you're traveling, you can create your own list. So if I want to make my recommendations in certain areas of my favorite restaurants, I can actually share that list with you, and you can hit my guides along the way.
I wish you would have made me a list about a year ago when I went to Scranton for pizza.
I should have made you a mixtape. You
should have made me a mixtape too, Casey, but that's all right next time. But there's other huge news breaking right now, and it's all about Google Guarantee and the different places the badges are appearing. So now it looks like they're beta testing in markets like Los Angeles, New York, London, and a couple of others, having the Google Guarantee badge appear in the Maps listings when people search.
Absolutely. So the Google Guarantee was originally through the LSA program. We know that. Mm-hmm. You made it through the program. You got verified. They checked all your insurances and everything. Then you got that nice little badge on top of your ad that showed above the regular ads to give you just that best possible placement. Now we're seeing that pop up in other places. For example, Google Maps. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. What we know now is that you can actually purchase that badge on a monthly basis. If you're a home services business, you're going to get that Google Guarantee.
Yeah.
It's coming in at $50 a month or so about $600 annually. And then if you're a professional services business, you're going to get Google Screened. It's just another layer of trust building with your potential customers and even your existing customers.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for Google. I mean, big moves for Apple Maps. We'll see if anybody jumps over to Apple Maps. In my mind, they are the Yahoo of the Maps thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because everybody uses, most people use Google Maps. Some people use Waze, some of the younger people, and hardly anybody really uses Apple Maps, but we'll see how they do there with that. And just a quick note, it looks like Apple's only beta testing their the Apple Maps feature right now in San Francisco. Where were the other areas?
New York was one of them, London, and then also Los Angeles.
Okay.
So they're obviously going to be popping up in cities near you soon.
Yeah.
They're testing it out in these bigger, more populated areas around the globe.
Yeah.
And we'll keep an eye on it.
That makes sense. And when it rolls out here, we'll be ready to help everybody out with it. So if you have any questions out there about your Apple Maps listings, Google Maps, anything like that, or if you need a hand with that Google Guarantee badge, understanding it and how you can use it to your advantage, definitely let us know. Until then, Casey, thank you for being here. Scranton's finest, Casey Quinn. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to follow me at Lance Bachman on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Lance Bachman Digital. And every Thursday we drop a new podcast. Don't forget to listen to it. We're giving out great content. And remember this is the time to build your business right now. Let's effing go, everybody.